Hello there and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a super simple woodworking project with a 90% profit margin. So we are pretty much 10xing the money here, and I'm going to show you proof of someone who's making almost $5,000 per month just by selling this one product. So for this project we're going to use nothing but 1x4-inch boards, so that is 22 by 98 millimeters. And we're going to need roughly 12 meters of that. So I started by cutting them at around 1.6 meters, so that is like 65 inches. I added some biscuits, glued them together so that we have some 20 centimeter or 8-inch boards. Okay, so now they have dried up, and now I'm going to cut them at 1.5 meters, so that is 60 inches, and I'm going to have a 45-degree cut on each end. Then I'm going to go over to the table saw and cut a 45-degree cut or a 45-degree bevel on one of the edges. So not both, just one of the edges. But first I'm just going to quickly remove the excess glue. Okay, so now we can make the next board, which we'll call piece B, and that is going to be 1.5 meters long again, so 60 inches, and this time just 10 centimeters wide, so 4 inches, and it's going to have 45-degree cuts on all sides, so both of the ends and both of the edges. While I'm at the miter saw, I'm just going to cut two boards that are 20 centimeters or 8 inches long. They're going to have just a 45-degree cut on one of the ends and then a straight 90-degree cut on the other end. And afterwards I'm going to add 45-degree bevels on both of the edges. Okay, so now I've got the top and bottom boards, got the front board, and we got the two ends. Now I'm going to glue all of this together. I'm going to use glue and also some 50mm brad nails. I'm just going to start by attaching the front board to one of the wider boards. Okay, so while the glue dries, I just want to say that I've made some woodworking plans for this project. And you can get them for free by just commenting free plans down in the comment section, and I will send you a link where you can download the woodworking plans and you will get both imperial and metric. If for some reason you want to pay a few bucks for the plans, you can go check out my Etsy store. If you haven't figured it out yet, this is actually going to be a shelf. And I want to have a sort of distressed look on it. So now I'm just going to try and hit it with a few different objects, a couple of different hammers, make some scratch marks with a screwdriver. And then afterwards I'm going to burn the surface of the entire shelf and then brush it with a steel wire brush. So I just love the look of this wood. Shosugiban is what it's called. It's a Japanese, ancient Japanese technique. And if you want to, you can do another round of burning and brushing and you'll get an even darker color. What I'm going to do now is to just have a coat of clear Osmo hard wax oil, just to kind of seal the dust and of course help seal the wood as well. And then we're pretty much done, and we can start working on the hanger system, the hidden hanger system. So we want to make this a floating shelf, so we want to have the hanging system or hanging brackets hidden. So what I've done, I just measured the inside of this gap on the back of the shelf, and then I've subtracted a couple of millimeters and cut a board, so that is this one. And then I measured like the inside all the way to the wall, the back side of the wall or the back side of the front, and I've subtracted the width of one of these boards, or this board, which is 22 millimeters, and then I've subtracted a few millimeters more, and that is this board. So we've got 5 of these. Now I'm just going to screw these. I'm going to spread them out evenly across this longer board, and I'm going to fasten them with some 50 millimeter or 4-inch decking screws. Okay, so now I want to show you a seller who is selling these exact shelves and he's doing really, really well. So I'm in Etsy now and I'm going to use an Etsy analytics tool called Everbee. So I use Everbee a lot to find top selling products on Etsy. So if you want to try Everbee for free, I'll put a link down in the description. So this seller is called Raybar Berry on Etsy, and as you can see, he's making very similar shelves to the one that we just built. He has one corner shelf option as well, which is very, very cool. Beautiful pictures, and he uses the exact same mounting system that we used. Different colors available as well. Very, very good. Now, he has a lot of different sizes, and the one that's most similar to ours is going to be this one, 66 inches long, 3 inches tall, and 8 inches deep. And he is selling these for $310 per shelf. and that is at 25% off. So usually he's selling them for $413 US. So of course material cost is going to vary depending on where you live. For me, I paid less than $30 for the material needed for the shelf. Then of course you got to add on the screws, brad nails, and finish as well. But if you buy one pack of screws, one pack of brad nails, and one can of finish, then that's going to last for many shelves. But if we are selling these for $310, that means we are pretty much 10xing the money. Of course, there are more expenses like taxes, VATs, and so on, but that is going to vary a lot as well, depending on where you live. Now, if we use the Everbee extension, I can click on Analyze Listing, and it's going to estimate how much they are selling per month. So for this one shelf, this seller is getting, at the minute, they're getting 25 sales per month, and that is a revenue of $4,928 US per month. So almost $5,000 in revenue per month for just this one pretty simple shelf. So I really loved making this project. It is super cheap. I mean, at least material wise, it doesn't cost a lot. And also you don't have to be careful with it. Like usually when you're working with pine, you have to be very careful that you don't get any marks or dents or scratches. But here you don't have to worry about that because you want to have the marks, the dents and the scratches. So I've had a lot of fun with this one, and I think it turned out really nice as well. And of course there is a lot of potential to make some really good money with this. Now again, if you want to get the free plans, just comment free plans down below and I'll send you a link where you can download these plans, and you'll get them in both Imperial and Metric. Now, if you like these types of videos with some pretty simple, beginner-friendly woodworking projects that sell, that are proven to sell, then you should check out more videos on my channel. And I would recommend right now, if you haven't watched this one, I would watch this right now.